She smiled when she said it. That smug, calculated curl of her lip that made my blood run cold. "Let's talk," she said, stirring her coffee like she was blending poison into it. I remember every second of that morning. The smell of burnt toast, the faint sound of the ceiling fan scraping against its hinge, and her, my wife's brother's new wife, sitting across from me in my kitchen in my house, trying to teach me the concept of rent. Rent for the roof I built. A month earlier, I'd opened my doors to them, Samir and his new bride, Nadia. He'd lost his job, said things were tough. I believed him. Family mattered, or so I thought. My wife, Leia, had begged me to help. Said it was temporary, said Nadia just needed a fresh start. I remember Samir's handshake that day, weak, hesitant. And Nadia's eyes, curious, calculating. She took one long look at the living room like she was mentally rearranging it. I brushed it off. Kindness shouldn't require suspicion, but kindness is how predators size you up. They settled in fast, too fast. Nadia started cooking dinner, our dinners. She'd slip into my conversations with Leia, finishing my wife's sentences like she'd always been there. Samir stayed out late job hunting, his car returning home with the smell of perfume that wasn't hers. I noticed things, the subtle ones first. My whiskey bottles half empty. My office door left ajar. Nadia's shoes left under the study desk as if she'd been there reading or listening. Then the bolder signs. One night, I caught a glimpse of Nadia whispering to Leia on the balcony. I didn't hear the words, but I didn't need to. Leia's face said enough. Guilt, then obedience. I didn't confront them. Not yet. I just started watching. The real crack came 2 weeks later. I overheard Nadia on the phone. Soft, coaxing, amused. He's too soft. Leia believes whatever I say. Then laughter and a whisper. He'll pay. Don't worry. I should have stormed in, but I didn't. I recorded it instead. That morning in the kitchen, when she asked to talk, she spoke like she was addressing a servant. You've been kind, she began, but it's not fair for us to live here for free. I told Leia it's better if you start paying us monthly, like rent, you know, to avoid future misunderstandings. She said it while sipping from my mug. The audacity was surgical. Leia stood beside her, silent, avoiding my eyes. I saw the manipulation in every blink. Nadia had gotten into her head, made her feel indebted, maybe even guilty. I just nodded. Of course, I said calmly. You're right. We'll talk details tonight. They thought they'd won. That evening, I didn't argue. I acted. Step 1, I called a lawyer quietly. Step 2, I checked the property deed. My name alone. No signatures, no claims. Step 3, I visited the bank, transferred ownership of the house to a trust in my name only, and froze joint access to the account Leia used. Then came the precision work. I installed a small camera near the living room vent, another in my study. Within 3 days, I had everything. Nadia taking cash from Leia's purse, Samir selling my old watches online, and both whispering about the final push to get me to sign monthly agreements. They called it a business move. I called it stupidity. A week later, I invited them all for dinner. Candles, wine, laughter, the illusion of peace. Halfway through, I played a video on the TV. No words, just a silent reel of betrayal. Their voices, their faces, their theft. The air curdled. Leia's fork clattered against her plate. Nadia froze, her smirk collapsing into horror. I stood calm. You wanted rent? I said softly. So you'll pay it. In truth. I handed Leia a single envelope. Inside, divorce papers already signed on my end. I'd been preparing them for weeks. Then I turned to Nadia. By the way, I added, you'll find your things outside. The police might want to talk to you about the credit card fraud under my name. Her face drained of color. She glanced at Samir, but he was already sinking, realizing the depth of the trap. His name was on those transactions, too. They didn't speak. They just left. Leia cried that night. Asked if I could forgive her. I didn't answer. Some silences are louder than screams. By morning, the house was mine again, quiet, stripped of deceit. A month later, I passed Nadia at the grocery store. She didn't see me, but I saw her. Hair disheveled, eyes sunken. Samir was gone. Rumor had it she'd been the one who got him arrested first. Said he dragged her into it. The irony almost made me smile. I walked past her without a word. People think revenge is fire, loud, consuming. They're wrong. Real revenge is ice. It's quiet, patient, absolute. It doesn't shout when justice lands. It whispers. And when I sat alone that night, sipping the last of the whiskey she'd once stolen, I finally felt what peace really tastes like. Cold, clean, earned. Because in the end, I didn't pay rent. They did.